But there are also willing participants who take the loan even though they know they can't afford the loan, because, you know, we tell everyone that you must be a homeowner, because you don't have to give me a pay stub. Just tell me you make $150,000, I'll put it on the application, you'll be good to go. So there are folks who are complicit and not understanding the danger that they're actually putting themselves into going forward. We need regulation and we need solutions that protect consumers but also protect the mortgage market. Because if we over-regulate it, it's going to become harder for people to qualify for loans. And we don't want to limit access to credit. We don't want to give it away either, but I think there is a way to achieve a balance.
By greed and by churning deals. And to me, the penultimate example of this was last night when I got home, and I went into study, and I have a phone up there with an answering machine. I had two calls offering me home financing on my answering machine at home. You know, see, nothing has basically slowed down. You know, Americans never really believe these good things end. They think you could still squeeze something out of it. This is something that this moment should be a moment for federal and state regulators to get serious, create sanctions and penalties. People were abusive, and it's a problem. They are, but we see some very clear things. We see foreclosures having gone up 80%. When you data point them around the city, you know exactly where you see them. Fairhaven, New Hallville, the Hill, you know most of the mortgage originations have been adjustable rates in the city, and they're all resetting between now and December of 2009. This is not going away. This is a situation that can't be over-regulated. Now, as the city thinks about it, and, you know, why should the city even actually get involved dealing with this, you know, right? We should stick to collecting garbage and fire calls and getting into arguments with the governor. That's what we should stick with, the things that we, you know well, you know. And the reason is we have a huge self-interest in this issue. I mean, most tangibly, I remember 1994 when I came to this current position with the city, there were 1,600 vacant structures. It was driven down every year until through 2006 when we bottomed out at 300. We went up last year for the first time. We went up to 360 or so from 300. First increase we've seen. We have invested as community, as taxpayers, as neighbors, tens and tens of millions in these neighborhoods that are being undermined right now. The city...
The property for a Percival Street. The day before our closing, they called and told us that we couldn't get the property, that we had to take another property. They would call us the next day and tell us what time to come to the closing. So we never seen the property that we're in right now. We've never seen the property. So we go to the closing, which was the next day at 11 o'clock. We go down. The house that we purchased for Percival was $265. When we got to the closing, they wanted $299 for a property that we haven't seen. All right, when we got there, we did the paperwork and everything. We never got any money to fix up the house or nothing. So we don't know what the property looked like. So now, after we did the closing, they take us to the property. Once we go by the property, we go inside, we walk inside. The first floor got a hole in the ceiling, hole in the wall, electrical problem. They had a hot water tank. The first and the third floor switched together. And the wiring was all, like the light wiring was like the second floor, had the basement, the hallway, and the back hallway. We have asbestos in the basement. We have a roof that has a big hole in it. We have a leaking chimney. We have a broken down garage in the back. We couldn't get no